So I'm filming outside, and instead of squinting because the sun is so bright, I thought I'll put on my shades because I am that cool. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Haspen. You are watching Preston Every Design, and as I'm filming this video, I still have a stain on my shirt. So if this is your first time watching, I am a mom to a 5-month-old baby girl named Winston Bailey and a 5-year-old little boy named Preston Avery. So I started this channel so that I could share the many projects that I do in my home, as well as behind the scenes and the day-to-day of my small business as a creative furniture flipper. And so it's been a while since I was able to produce a video because, yes, motherhood is really busy right now, but I am back, and in this video I'm going to be showing you the several projects that I've been working on for my new shop that I moved into a few months back. I think it was February that I moved into my current shop location. So I'm going to be showing you the many projects I've been working on to put in that store, and I think that's about it for today's video. But anyways, you guys, I plan on going back to my old ways of sharing things that I really enjoy doing. Even though I love flipping furniture, my whole life doesn't revolve around furniture. It revolves around a dirty, messy home sometimes, some messy but cute and funny and sweet kids. And also I love to garden, you guys. I love to garden, and I garden often, and I would love to be able to share some of that content with you guys. If I'm going to be creating content which is really time consuming, I want to be myself, and I want to do content that I really enjoy doing. So that's the plan. It's summertime now. I've got both kids at home, lots of activities planned, but I will be showing you some of the projects that I plan to take on this summer. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. I have just a few pieces of furniture I'm going to be flipping, and then we'll get them into the shop. So let's get started. This table has been in my workshop for over 2 years. It's taken way too long to get to it, and I'm priming it with Bullseye 123 primer. And I'm going to paint it with Sherwin-Williams Emerald paint, which is a really durable product, you guys. It is intended for cabinetry, so I think it's perfect when you're doing tabletops. And I'm going to paint it in the color, I think, cotton white. I'm not sure, so don't quote me. But I will link it in the description after I'm done editing this video and I'll go find it. But I'm using a roller to roll the paint, the primer on. I gave it 2 coats of primer, and then I applied the paint. Now, normally I don't prime. I am a DIY paint girl, but some projects I think call for different products, and I think this was one of those. I surely could have used DIY paint, which is a clay-based chalk paint, but for this one I wanted to get that durability that is intended for cabinetry, since it is a tabletop. After that table, I then worked on this little stool that I think it was a piano bench, I'm not sure. I used some wood glue, and I'm going to clamp it together, let it dry overnight, and then I'm going to paint it. Now for paint, I am stepping out of my comfort zone to try some different colors that I've never used, and so I'm using the color Carnival Red from DIY Paint. Carnival Red. I have never used this color before. I'm very basic. I use the basic whites, the grays, and green, and the occasional, no, that's it. But for this one, I thought it needed some color. The stool was in bad shape. I had to take all that stuff off and throw it away and start all over again. I'm using a pillow from my home that is recycled, and I have this beautiful piece of fabric. It's like a tapestry. You guys ever collect pieces of fabric when you're out thrifting and you don't know what you're going to do with them, but eventually, if you hold on to them long enough, a project does come along. And that's what happens to me. But I did find the perfect project for it, and those red flowers you saw in it our perfect match with this carnival red. By the way, if you do need to get some DIY paint, I do carry this paint on my website at PrestonEveryDesign.com. I also have the cottage colors and the bohemian bright paints. And if you are local, you can buy your DIY paint products at Roots and Relics in Rosenberg, Texas. I also have the address in the description below. After it was done and dry the next day, as you can see, the colors dry brighter with DIY paint. I am sealing it with DIY Big Top, which is our top coat. It is crystal clear. It goes on really smooth. It is so easy to work with. It's so user friendly. And this is how that little stool turned out, and it's also headed to the shop. Again, if you are local, you can find these pieces inside Roots and Relics.
Nothing below, nothing above. No matter how low I get, Lord, you are enough. Nothing can separate me from your love. Nothing can separate me from your love. Lord, you are King of Kings. I'm here to give you everything. It's my whole life that I am offering. I give it over to the King of Kings.
So after that, I'm working on this desk as well. This was a gift from a friend of mine. I lost the footage of the after, so I have a picture that's not a really good picture, forgive me. But this desk is now available at Vintage Backroads in Katy. I also have the address for that location in the description below. The weekend before this, it was my neighborhood garage sale, and I found all of these picture frames and I picked them up and I just cleaned them up, and I put some transfers on the inside, and they're all inside the shop. It's just my way of adding some little things that are under $20, you know, easy, quick things that people can always grab. I like to have my space looking like a treasure hunt. After that, look, I restocked all of your favorite DIY paint colors. All colors are available and in stock. So my baby brother has been staying with us for the last 5 weeks in preparation for his PhD program, and he's a classical violinist. So we booked him to come play at the shop on one Saturday. We served champagne and he serenaded us with classical music, and the customers loved it. As much as I was having such a wonderful afternoon, I had to get back to work as soon as I got home. I am working on decluttering this workshop again. And so this time I really mean it. So what I've decided to do is I'm no longer taking on projects that are too much of a project, because with a 5-month-old and a 5-year-old, I need to be able to give them my time. So I'm getting rid of all the stuff that's going to take way too much time. And this is all the stuff I was able to put on the curb. Okay, friends, so I have a new product that I've been dreaming about for many years, and that is teacup candles. If you know me and my family, we love tea. I mean, we look for any excuse to have a tea party. And so over the years, I have hoarded a plethora of teacups, and I can never part with them. And I felt that this would be the ideal way to do so. So now I have teacup candles. They are made with coconut soy wax, and currently they're only in 2 scents. We have white tea and gardenia, which is a fluorescent, and we have vanilla and tobacco, which is more of a musky scent. But I do have these in the shop and on my website, PrestonEveryDesign.com. Go check them out and let me know what you think. And in the future, hopefully, I will be able to get more. I started with a small batch to see how they do. So that's another thing that I've been working on. That's it for today's video, friends. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.